benefics
Yeah.
becoming lords of Kendra
Okay.
loses their beneficence. It is not a good thing for a benefic planet to lose its beneficence.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Yeah.
it, in a way, it becomes negative. Although the house, Kendra houses are good house. A benefic planet losing its beneficence is not a good thing. Benefic planets are adding softness or ease to your life. And
Yeah.
if they lose their beneficence, then obviously malefics would have maleficence, or malefic planets are already cruel to give you struggles in life. It becomes a kind of a negative thing only. So it is directly, it is not a bad thing when we say that benefics are losing their beneficence while becoming the lord of the Kendra.
Okay.
When a benefic planet becomes the lord of the Kendra, it happens in the, especially in the two or the four lagnas like Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces.
Okay.
Here, what happens that the planets are ruling two houses, and both of them falls in Kendra.
Okay.
So by both the lordships, the planet is losing its beneficence
Right.
and becomes more like a neutral planet. And malefics becoming the lord of the Kendras lose their maleficence, which is a good thing to have. That malefics losing their maleficence.
Yeah, of course.
It is a good thing to have. You can only just keep this in your mind while you're predicting. So this, the thing with astrology is there are so many principles, and that is what the problem is. And then you have to remember each and everything. Principles by themselves are very, very simple and straight. They are not difficult concept, and you will understand them very easily. But there are so many of them. To make sure that you are applying everything each time is where the problem lies. And I also find challenge there. Because there's so much that you have to remember while you're predicting, and anything that you lose, your prediction could go sideways. And we've been discussing all the important ones, all the important principles that you have to remember. Yeah. So it is not that the principle that I just told you is the most important one, but it has importance, and it is good to remember this also while you're predicting. So in Gemini Lagna, because Mercury becomes the Lagna Lord also, he has beneficence. The Lagna Lord is the best planet. And similarly, in Virgo ascendant, Mercury rules one Kendra and the Lagna. So Lagna is both Trikona and Kendra. So that is why, that's how that is okay. But now in Sagittarius Lagna or Pisces ascendant, Mercury becomes in a way neutral because it is ruling two Kendra houses and it is losing its beneficence. So for Sagittarius Lagna, Mercury rules 10th and 7th. And because of that lordship, it loses the beneficence, the natural beneficence it loses. So it would not be as soft or as good in the ways it deals with you. Yeah, it can be, if not rough in dealing, or the times, during those times, he may not be very rough, but he would not be very soft also. The times would not be very pleasant also, because it is kind of lost its benefits. Similarly, in Virgo or Gemini Lagna, Jupiter loses the beneficence, becoming the lord of the Kendra. Both the lordships are falling in the Kendras. And that is just a principle which is to be applied independently. You have to understand that there are many principles, and because there are many variations, because there are a lot of people and everybody is different from somebody, and there's got to be many principles working together for the behavior changes that you see in different people. Otherwise, you would put many people in one category, and that is not the case. Everybody is different in some way or the other, and because of these variations only, you can say that it is kind of precise and you can predict precisely about somebody. It is just that the science is made in the most perfect of the ways. It is just the human mind's limitation that you can remember something or you may forget something while you're predicting. An astrologer can make mistakes. Astrology by in itself is kind of, you can say it is kind of complete by itself as a science. Although with changing times, there's a need of regular discoveries or research with changing times, that to meet the modern standards or the Desh Kal Patra, which the environment, the current times, like the professions are changing. Earlier, there used to be very limited professions. Somebody is a goldsmith, somebody is somebody doing something with the iron, somebody is like dealing with the groceries, somebody is dealing with the food items or the bakery or stuff like that, or somebody is a cobbler, somebody is a locksmith, very, very limited fields, or somebody is a warrior or in police or somewhere. So there were limited fields. These days, the fields are so many that you just can't you cannot even list them down, how many professions are there these days. So somebody is earning from YouTube, somebody is an artist working on YouTube, somebody is making videos just like that of travel videos and travel blogging and making money. So people have made that a career. Somebody is working somewhere, has a very unique kind of a job. There are different kinds of fields now with softwares coming in. There are front end developers, there are back end developers, there's full stack developers, there's various kinds of fields. And with new companies coming in, the various kind of services coming in, like Ola, Uber, all that. So there's so much happening, and it is endless, and it is growing, and you have to keep thinking about it and indulge in more research to kind of be relevant with the times. So that would obviously be there. So yeah, so I was telling you that the houses, the Kendra houses by themselves are good houses. Yeah. They're pillars of the chart. Yeah, it is good to have good planets there. The principle that we just spoke about, that a planet becoming a lord loses its maleficence or beneficence, that is a different story. That has to do with the planet.
Right.
And it's by virtue it has the lordship of a Kendra house and losing its beneficence or maleficence or whatever. So but Kendra house by themselves are good house, and there's no debate on this. So yeah, there are important houses, and we spoke about this earlier also, that in Kendras and Trikonas, you welcome the benefic, and malefics are welcomed only in the Upchaya Bhavas. Although it is not by choice, it is just a way of saying that when you look at a chart, if you see a lot of malefics in the Kendra and the Trikona Bhavas, that means the person would be struggling.
Right.
And if you see benefics in Kendra or Trikonas and malefics in 3, 6, 10, 11, then he should be doing good in his life. He would have a longer life also. Yeah, because it is benefic planets or good planets in the Kendra Bhavas provide strength to a chart. 159 are talents. They're Lakshmi Sthanas, the talents, knowledge, and all that. 1, 4, 7, 10 are the need, your life's conveniences. Or comforts, or what things, material things that you have in life. Like the 4th house is your comfort, your luxuries, you can say your vehicles, your fixed asset, and they are important. So with benefics there, it is the Sukh Sthana. You can live with contentment with benefics in the 4th house. With benefics in the 7th house, you can live a happy married life, and that house is also the house of your public image. Yeah? Benefics there would obviously give blessings or give beneficence or add softness to your relationship with people, how you're dealing with the outside world, how the outside world is perceiving you, all that, and your partnerships also, whether in business or with the spouse. So that way, 7th is very, very important. And 1, 4, 7, 10 has to do with the possessions that a person has. 1, 5, 9 are the talents that somebody has. Yeah. It talks about the knowledge, the learning. Having them as good houses is a blessing, as we spoke about it earlier also. It shows the divine grace somebody has in the chart. But having 1, 4, 7, 10 good means the person's overall life is kind of a convenient, is blessed with convenience and comforts. Because 10th is your profession. If there's beneficence or there's softness, goodness in your profession, the person would naturally get a good job, or he would get a good status in the society. And somebody is just struggling with his profession. He's changing his profession every now and then. He's he's looking for a job and he's not finding one. He's been doing petty jobs. Yeah. So 1, 4, 7, 10 are very, very important houses. And in the material world, it tells you about the ease in life of a native. 1, 5, 9 are Lakshmi Sthanas. Lakshmi Sthanas, when they say, it is not about money only, but the talents that somebody has. You can, by fluke also, you can make a lot of money, or you could get money by inheritance also. But if you are intelligent enough, would you make something good out of it, or you'll just let it go in vain? That depends on 5 and 9. That how how good or how sensible you are, that depends on 159. And the talents or to do good things, or the learnings or the knowledge accumulation, all that you do is 159. And 4710 are the possessions that you get. So it is good to have benefics there. 3, 6, 10, 11 are your free will house. If you see in when you're not doing anything, and when you're talking about the comforts in life, the lords are kind of are troublemakers. So they want to give some kind of discomfort to you, so that you go out in the world and start working and work hard enough to kind of do something for yourself. And but the houses in themselves are like they are required, because third is for your communication, third is for your shows the people the support you get. Younger siblings means the people or the support system you have. Sixth is your daily discipline, the cleverness, the smartness, the street smartness that is required in the daily life, the discipline, that getting up daily and going to work, and the daily 9 to 5, the daily discipline that is required is from the sixth house. The competitions are from there, seen from there. So having a good sixth house, that means to win the competition also, you have to do something by yourself. It is not, you will not win by just blessing, or you would not win it like a lottery. Winning a competition is like doing something and winning a competition, like fighting for it. The third is the initiation, or the intent to do something or start something, and have the courage to and belief to start something. And then sixth is to keeping at it and keep doing it. 10th is the house of overall karmas, and 11th is the rewards that you get for the efforts you've been putting in the third, 6th, 10th house. 10th is your profession, 10th is the environment that you get at your workplace, what you have to deal with, how you're performing there. So all that is 10th house. So 3, 6, 10 and 11, of course 11 is your desire fulfillment. But unless you are working hard enough, how will you fulfill your desires by yourself? If the Lagna Lord goes there in the 11th house, it has kind of made the 11th house good, and you by virtue you'll get anything that you desire, because it has improved that house. But then your desires would also be a little too much. Yeah, so every time you achieve something that you wanted to, you'll have another thing to be worried about. Yeah, so and that is the reason these the lords of these houses 3, 6, 11 are called Trishadaya. They are the houses that or they are the lords that gives you Lobh, Moh and Krodh. Moh is the attachment that you have for things, you have for possessions, you have feelings for somebody. So that is the Moh, or the attachment that you have. Krodh is the anger that is seen from the sixth. Lobh is desiring what is not yours. Lobh is like being greedy. Lobh is the greed. So that you can see from the 11th house. And these are the three planets that bring in a lot of problems in your lives, because you've been thinking so much about them that you've probably left spirituality behind, and you've not been thinking of improving yourself because of the desires, because of the attractions, because of the attachments to things. And while you don't get it, you're frustrated and you're angry. When you don't achieve what you think what you deserved, you get those feelings of anger and agitation and frustration, of course. So these are the enemies of a person. So that is why Parashar Rishi have said that these are not good houses. But those houses are required also, because they are Upchaya Bhavas also. 3, 6, 10 and 11 are Upchaya Bhavas also. Unless you do something, you won't get anything. So there's a very fine line between how you see them. It requires mature thinking of looking at them, or how you look at them and how you see them. Why? Because for different kind of questions, you'll have to look at these houses in different ways. Somebody who doesn't have peace in life, that means Trishadayas are troubling him. Somebody who is sitting at home and has no work, you want to activate the Upchaya Bhavas 3, 6, 10 and 11, because now you want their blessings. Somebody is sitting at home and has no work, you see, so you need their blessings. And somebody is working so much that he has lost peace and he is troubled and he is living in anxiety and all that stuff. There you have to bring him out from or from the influence of the Trishadaya Lord, and you have to tell him to become a little spiritual spiritual and become start meditating and all that stuff, and don't think of such things, or probably donate items where, because somebody who's so much attached to his possessions, donation is not easy for everyone, you see. It is easier to say that donate, and people also say, yes, I will do donation. But when it really comes to doing donations, people are not very comfortable doing them, or they would do only to an extent to just satisfy themselves that I've done something. Yeah, it is not an easy thing to do for somebody who doesn't have that mindset. It is not an easy thing to do to let go of the hard-earned money, because the people are tuned like that. You see, you work hard, and it is about you've been for some people it is easy, of course. It is difficult for people with the signs 3, 7 and 11.
Okay.
Yeah, it is. Donations are very difficult for such people.
Okay.
People with the lagna of either Gemini lagna or Libra lagna or Aquarius lagna, it is very difficult for them to let go. Even to let go, forget about donation. Letting go for them is also a challenge. So, like you see, you know the nature of the sign. So, for a Libra lagna, which is a very refined sign, though it is the sign of relationship, it has Virgo in the 12th. Now, Virgo is an analytical and critical sign. Virgo is a refined, intelligent, analytical, smart, resourceful sign, but it is a sign which is falling in the 12th house of the Libra Lagna. And it becomes difficult for these people because they become very, very analytical in the way they donate also. That what will this person do? You will hear such things that, oh, I have to see where it has been used, if it has been used properly. Yeah, probably you could. If I just give money to a beggar, he would go and do drugs. Obviously, you don't know how that money is being spent. You've done it just because you wanted to do it and you wanted to help somebody, and now how he uses it is his problem and not yours, and it is his karma. But with such people like Libra Lagna people, you'll see all that how much I should do, if this much would be enough. Their thinking is like, how much is enough, and paying how much would kind of satisfy my donation requirements. So that is the way they think. Similarly, for Aquarius Lagna people also, it is hard for them to let go. Their probably pending karma is to let go. If they let go of things, or and become generous, all their problems would be solved. But it just becomes so hard for them. They are good people, although, and they are good to good people. They would see what you've done for them, and they'll be good to you. They're good with friends who are kind of, and they are very like they would do good to those who are doing good to them, and they're kind of like, why do I do something for somebody when he's not doing anything for me? So they're very kind of business minded in that way, that they would only be good to somebody who's good to them, and that is the karma that they brought. It is a sign which is a karmic sign. Both these signs, the Scorpio sign also and the Aquarius sign also. In fact, Aquarius more,